Welcome to the ULI Podcast, a podcast dedicated to your satisfaction. This is episode 69. I'm Brian.
This is Chris.
Oh, do you like that?
It's your favorite pothead, Sir D.
Sir D.
And like any other week, we are back here on the W Balls, ready to get ready to have a good time, talk about everything we saw on these timelines. And some of this shit is heavy. While we in this
heavy. It's episode 69. DJ Easy Dick.
Sherman, tell them what topic you got.
Being that this is episode 69, we are planning on fulfilling all of your fantasy needs in these subjects, and hope y'all tune in for a special third topic where we gonna get down to the nitty.
Yeah, we might have to put that on Patreon. Sorry, guys.
But first, I'm gonna talk about Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah,
because that needs to be discussed.
Yeah, and we also gonna bring around Astroworld and the tragic events that happened there and the conspiracy and everything.
Yeah. There's a lot to put together there. I think it's gonna be ULI's galore on that one.
Yeah, and then the third topic, I sprinkled something on Brian early on a ULI on the fly.
Yeah, this one upset me. This one upset me, man. You can feel it in your balls, literally.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about little male contraceptives and how that's gonna look in the future going forward.
My God.
So y'all, and you know when we talk about these topics, anybody on this panel is obligated to get called out or put on the table, called out for their BS. Anybody can. And those punishments are going to be the shot, which my good brother Maury here
that's great.
has one ready because his topic didn't make the cut. No topic.
I didn't have a topic.
No topic made the cut.
Yeah. Sometimes
blame me.
Sometimes you just got to take the shot.
So
we can talk Astroworld.
That'll get him going for the episode. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you got the punishment with the shot. You also got the $10 cash app to the 805 ENT while you playing. And then also the stay ready push-ups.
You ain't got to
stay ready. You might as well go. So you might go on a cruise, man.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
We going.
You know what I'm saying? If you stay ready,
you gotta get ready.
And then we all gonna be out there with shit.
I mean, if I got something to say about it, I hope so, man. I'm trying to shed the weight off of both these niggas. We about to be walking around for real with the pecs out, new bra sizes.
Mm-hmm. Speak on it.
Get rid of this B cup.
I've earned a cup. I've earned the cup.
But continuity.
Y'all niggas tripping.
All right, man.
Yeah, and we're gonna get
into it right now. All right, here we go. I guess technically this is my subject. Things that have been circulating in the manosphere, as I call it, 1834 at least, everybody's interested in this. It pops up, you either saw it in passing or maybe you were obsessed with it.
Big story.
But Travis Scott had a big concert. I don't even know what it was called, to be honest with you. I only saw the aftermath.
The Astro Festival or Astroworld Festival, something like that.
And what was it called?
Astroworld.
There we go. Here we go. Okay.
I can stand on Astroworld.
It was a music festival.
I don't know what it was called.
Not just a concert. It was like a music festival.
So the thing is, it's probably one of the biggest events he's ever put on, and I would think in the light of everything that's happened, the thirst for that kind of event could create some kind of fervor.
The COVID pandemic and all.
Yeah, all of that. So when you having a giant event and like everybody just want to be there, and it was crazy.
Speaking of being there, why was there 10-year-old and 8-year-old kids there?
They follow him.
Yeah,
he has a big following.
10-year-olds. Wait. Let's get to
because I don't know anything about that, to be honest with you.
Wait, let him finish.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm probably never gonna frame the subject. I don't know about 10-year-olds. I might call you out on that.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to. Anyway, you said feel that come up. Okay, so people were like knocking over fences and trampling each other to get into this shit. The concert was completely sold out. At how many thousands was it? 50,000. So it was a lot of
people in the thing.
It was one of them things where if you've ever been to an event, one time I have been, where it was literally packed wall to wall.
Concert?
I think we did. What was that in Vegas that we went to where it was wall to wall? I got the fuck out of there. I was drunk.
Oh, that was the DJ Khaled thing.
Come on, last week?
No. This was years ago. But you were there. You were there. We went to this event.
That was the DJ Khaled one.
Yeah.
The towel.
Nigga, it was packed
That was
wall in there, and I can imagine. Can you imagine
That wasn't a concert,
an
that was
event?
just,
Can you imagine what?
appearance.
Can you imagine that? What we went through times like 100, times like 1,000. That many people there trampling each other.
Crowd size.
So that's what happened at this concert. It was shit popping off. There's a lot of other, little theories that bloom from this, but people died.
9 confirmed deaths.
9 confirmed deaths from just people passing out up front. Like it was
trampled.
About 300 plus trampled.
Yeah.
300.
Oh boy.
Sheesh.
So basically, the concert
Niggas just
was
throwing numbers around, huh?
Yeah.
we are right now. We'll get into it because I gotta finish framing it, and I'm gonna do this. The concert was basically like what do you call things natural disasters? Like a stampede is a natural disaster, right? Isn't it?
The stampede, natural disaster.
If you want to call it
I think so.
natural from us being mammals because we're humans.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know
you
if it's
can't
natural
predict when you're gonna get trampled by a giant crowd of one species.
That's true.
But I wouldn't say
That's not a natural
caused
disaster,
by
though.
nature, though.
Yeah, that's not a natural.
You a lie. It's categorized as a natural disaster. A stampede is a fucking natural disaster of some sort or another.
Not like bulls, right? We talking humans. Like
Nobody
Black
can
Friday?
predict a stampede. All right, let's
No one
look
can
it up.
predict someone getting shot either.
No one can predict a DUI.
Yeah, no one can predict that either.
I don't know, but I'm going with stampede is a natural disaster.
You called it out. What you want for it?
Shit. I guess push-ups.
The stay readies.
Natural disaster is a stampede a natural disaster. We're gonna look that up.
That's
Natural disaster.
I like
this
this
is
image,
a
though.
definition. I don't know if it really.
A natural disaster. That's what it was.
A natural event such as a flood, earthquake, or a hurricane that causes great damage. That's a natural disaster. I don't see nothing about no stampede.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Stampede ain't no natural disaster, bro.
Yeah, I
Natural
can't.
disasters are
I don't see a yes or a no.
with atmospheric, geological, and hydrological origins. Droughts, earthquakes, floods, hurricanes, landslides.
So it can't be biological.
It's not looking
Well,
like
it's not.
it's geological.
All right. We found the line.
Well, since I won, I want you to go. Since I won this
I
motherfucker.
called you a lie. I set the
Since
term.
you lost, so you go ahead. I'll do some push-ups. You go ahead and do the push-ups.
Oh, I'm about to do these push-ups.
Push-ups. Nah, nigga, no. I want some money. I'm broke.
He says
I'm in the same situation. What we
I won though.
I'll give you some 20.
He called it out.
I did call it out. No, boy, how do you not know this?
I'm trying to get one over.
I know. All right.
We're going to pause right here for your push-ups.
We can
I mean,
we
I
can do it at the end. We
gotta.
can do it at the end of the segment.
No, I just want to do them now.
Okay.
I haven't worked out today.
Go ahead, muscle milk.
Shut up.
Muscle milk.
Go ahead, do your thing.
Kill you.
It's funny because he's white.
Oh man.
You.
Oh yeah, I want to know right now. I'm going for niggas' heads today.
Not 2%.
2, 3,
He said with 2%.
White 6,
He's
7,
not
8,
2%.
9,
That's half
10,
and half. Cream right
No,
there.
oh yeah, okay, that's what I'm
13,
saying.
14, 15,
Listen to Sweet Milk.
16, 17, 18, 19, there go 20. Oh, he doing extras, huh? He doing extras.
All right, you showing out now.
Okay.
Can nobody even see you, Brian? Just stop.
I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna stop it. I ain't gonna give him the glory.
You gonna act, all
I
right.
didn't get to work out today.
Keep on. We gonna fuck around and call. Push-ups every time on Brian. You gonna show out?
I say Stampede. I don't know about no natural disaster.
Yeah, I don't know if that's considered.
But yeah, it's an unfortunate event though.
Okay.
But it happened, right?
All right, that happened.
It did happen.
Thoughts? While I catch my breath.
Yeah, there was a lot of, talking about responsibility and culpability and who's really at fault and should Travis have done more to stop this and we just looked at the pictures of the massive crowds of people that was there. I don't know how much power you think this one man could really have to stop this. And then I was seeing a lot of other people sharing videos of other artists that have stopped their concerts to settle the crowd down.
That bigger crowd though,
or whatever. But no, I didn't see anything.
Can't see everything, right?
Of this magnitude.
Some goddamn binoculars.
And it was the people right in front that they were able to see.
Right.
So that's why they stopped.
Similar like with Travis Scott, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
He for sure stopped for folks that was close.
He said, someone passed out. He said, hey, man, someone passed out.
He said, get them some help. Don't touch them. Let the medics get to them. But everybody act like he just said, fuck it. I don't care if people getting hurt. Let's
I'm
keep
up here
going.
dancing while people dying down there or something, you know?
Well, there was one particular
He's getting
dude.
sued, too.
There was
heavy.
Hold on.
Him and Drake.
There was one particular guy who I don't know, man. When you see traumatic experiences, some people connect it to like a higher thing that's happening when really you just need to see what's happening around you. And like this one dude was like, yeah, he sacrificed so many lives. Like, he didn't sacrifice shit. It was 100,000 people in the area that trampled each other.
Right.
And if you go back and you'll see the footage of him being like, hey, somebody passed out up here up front. Somebody come get this shit. Like, somebody handle this.
Right.
Like, he did point that stuff out. So
But I'm telling you, he's not going to.
that's why I went on the natural disaster tip, because when something like that big is popping off and you're not prepared for it, it is a disaster.
It's definitely a disaster.
But not natural.
Yeah,
I think it's a line.
natural.
Right.
Definitely
Damn
a disaster.
near, close to it.
Definitely a
Almost
disaster.
unavoidable.
But they were talking about people were going around drugging people. I don't know. The police.
I don't know about
The
that.
cops said that one of the security guards
There's gonna be drugs anyway.
and then today he came in and retracted it and said that wasn't the case. So
No, so what happened there, though?
I don't know.
He said, I felt the pinch on my neck.
I don't know.
And,
That's what he said.
Yeah, and they police people said when they was investigated, it looked like he had a prick on his neck or something where he was stabbed with a needle.
Yeah, okay.
But I think drugs definitely played a part in it too.
No, and that, you know what? Hell
sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Most of the people, at least most of the people at the front was high for goddamn sure.
Right, on something probably
They
on
was
the
on
weed too.
They had to be.
Right.
So you got all these people, it's high energy, high numbers, high probably drug usage and distortion, and y'all
And
are
don't
expecting
discount
them
the chemical
make
reaction in the body. That shit will have you.
But people are expecting them to
own
make
something.
life-saving decisions or have that process of thinking to stop breathing, stop running, focus on folks that's running. That's not gonna happen.
Well, think about this though. Why doesn't that happen all the time? Because people plan for this shit,
Well, like
and they obviously didn't plan for that. Yeah.
no,
Why aren't people always trampled at concerts? Why, when somebody has 100,000, 200,000 people in an arena, don't you hear about deaths? Because people plan for that shit. If you plan to crowd everybody somewhere and get them all hyped up, you also got to plan for the worst. You can't.
Two things.
And they couldn't have done that. They couldn't have done that.
I agree with you, Brian. One thing, yes, planning was terrible. It had to be terrible because they were severely undermanned for any services for a crowd this big, period.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the ones that were supposed to be there legally, not the ones that broke in. Texas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Was it Texas? I believe it was Texas.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Again, is
Somebody do it.
Texas sound right.
I can't, yeah.
Probably so.
I really don't know. I honestly don't.
Astros. Houston Astros.
Stop.
I don't know. That Texas sound about right.
Anyway,
Yeah,
one
go ahead.
thing, yes, the planning, the under-planning thing.
Yeah, they should have more staff, you saying? Or more...
more staff, more
security or whatever you wanna
security.
talk about.
They probably had a few hundred security guards, and at the end of the day, they probably wasn't getting paid enough to try to stop a full-on panic attack from
thing like that.
hundreds of or even tens of thousands of people.
But the problem started earlier in the fucking day, though. People were trampling each other to get inside, knocking over fences. To
It's
run
all day
in.
thing right here.
Yeah,
It's a festival.
It's a festival. So the people weren't even. So there were people that were already injured in the beginning of the day or earlier in the day before the main catastrophe even happened. And to me, if your perimeter can't be secured like that, then you're definitely undermanned and I'm only saying for a concert this big or an event this big because this is apparently not the first time this group has had problems understaffing large events.
The same group here.
They cutting corners in the budget.
Because he used a certain group to plan this thing. So
And they're not doing a good job.
I don't think.
Parent.
Right.
Right.
The second thing on the fucking sacrifice shit and all that stuff. I hate that we live in a place where it seems like everybody is getting hit with the MIB memory eraser thingy. Because since the beginning of time, concerts have incorporated all kind of things that you would consider dark, evil, scary, demonic, skulls, rituals, all kind of shit. That has gone on at concerts since the beginning of public performances.
Depends on your artist, right? If
if
they're into that kind of thing.
I'm not saying every artist. I'm saying the activity has been going on.
This wasn't nothing new.
Yeah, this wasn't nothing new for y'all. You didn't see the children sacrifice? Look at this image. And look at this image. Duh, stupid. Every fucking thing has a theme.
Dramatic
so if that's the theme, you're going to see images that reflect that theme.
Right.
Now, because some people died, Travis Scott sacrifices. You sound stupid, man.
Yeah, you really do.
You really sound stupid.
Right.
I have performed on
stage. You went straight to superstition.
In front of thousands of people.
Immediately.
And you could barely hear the people in the microphone when they telling you some shit. And that's for performance. That's not discounting the music, the lights, the crowd itself making noise. You could barely hear what's right in your ear. But y'all all the way in the back think this nigga is orchestrating a sacrifice of kids.
A ritual.
In the fucking back of this concert? Come on, y'all sound stupid as hell. If you brought your kids there and they died, that's your fault.
I don't know why the team was there.
Well, the kids get there because you got to remember, like, this dude has had partnerships with McDonald's Kids Meals. He was all on Fortnite doing performances, and these kids was rushing and selling out this man's stuff. So he has a finger. And the Fortnite thing alone probably what got him.
My 10-year-old is not going to a Travis Scott concert.
My 10-year-old is not going.
It's not going.
No,
not going.
Rap concert.
Stop. Yeah, you're not going.
Especially not one of this size.
Right.
Like, really.
Jesus Christ.
My son is 9. He asked me to go to a concert. I'll be like, wait, who? Why? Where? Is it Blues Clues?
I'd be scared of these.
You going to see the Wiggles? He can go to that.
I'd be scared that one of these half a million people going to steal my motherfucking son. I don't even care about the injury thing. I'm like, what if somebody kidnapped my kid? There's thousands of people here.
The way human trafficking is.
Right. Come on, I'm not even finna play. So parents, you bear some responsibility.
Oh yeah, you definitely. All the way.
Some.
No, they're trying to because they're trying to sue Travis Scott and Drake. For the fucking incidents for the
somebody can rightfully sue them, but not the parents of 10-year-old children that was at their concert. That's crazy.
I don't think you can rightfully sue them.
Travis Scott specifically?
I think you can sue the event planner. I think you can sue them. I think you can sue
unless that's his company too as well.
I don't think it's his company.
Well,
when we 15 in, what you want to?
I mean, we more than that, but
15 usable.
Let us know in the comments. We didn't really get that deep into it. A lot of details have come out. This is our first video on it, but like 2-3 from more prominent figures have gone in on several subjects for this stuff. And I just want to know, what do you guys think about this whole concert? How it popped off in the environment in which it happened? Is this something that Travis Scott can be blamed for? Should him and Drake be sued, or like is this just something that happens and that people need to be held accountable for?
Do y'all think he should be sued?
If you get COVID from this event, should you be able to sue the motherfucker?
I think if you were neglectful in any way, that somebody suing you on that is technically fine. Like if you were neglectful in any way, chances are you won't win. But I mean, I think you have a right to sue if somebody was neglectful in any way in that event. If you didn't plan it well, if you didn't set it up so that it was safe, if you didn't put any limits on it, you sold it out and let people crowd your shit.
Encourage people to jump over fences.
Yeah, like that's. You got to be held accountable to some degree for that.
Okay, wait, Chris, you said that. Somebody else said that to me online. When was he telling people to bust the fences and climb over the fences?
I heard it was from his previous concert that he did.
That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah. You can promote like that, but then you have to set up security like that as well, so that while they're doing that, they get their asses clotheslined.
That was like 2 years ago, though, or something.
Okay.
From what I understand.
Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Let us know, man. Give us some more definitive answers here, because I don't think anybody took a lie on this one. Shut up.
Come on.
Besides me. I knew that one. All right, we out.
All right, second subject is my. Let's see.
It is what it is. I ain't tripping.
Dropped in the Discord earlier this week. I don't know if y'all been following this Kyle Rittenhouse trial that's been going on. If you are who's the most familiar with why he's on trial?
All of us. All of us know the story.
I don't know why Maury keeps saying no.
Yeah, he knows the story, and once he realized it,
I believe it was in Kenosha. Right?
Rehash it.
Yeah, you're right. It is Kenosha.
Rehash it. Somebody.
Yeah, white boy in Kenosha
This
shows
was
up.
George Floyd. Back when George Floyd was killed, there was the riots that happened out in
that long ago.
That happened in, I believe, Milwaukee or Minneapolis, something like that. I don't know exactly where. But
something a black person would be in prison for life for right now.
This man comes from 45 minutes out in a whole other city, whole other town, comes to the protest.
State.
I believe it was city. But, get down where you mad
at. You just saying, talking about you weren't scared.
You know what?
Came from a whole different state, cuz.
Get down where you mad at.
I think he's right. I think it was a whole other state.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
All right.
I want a shot, but I'm not sure.
I don't want to look it up. Okay. How do you Google this?
You can probably find it better on
You're right.
Google and shit.
You're right.
But that's more or less what happened. He goes down there. His life. He feels his life is threatened. He ends up shooting a couple people as he was like laying on the ground.
So it was from a different state. You were absolutely right, and I felt like that was right. You got to do something.
You got to do a shot. I called a shot.
Oh, well, there you go.
You were 17 when you did this?
Yeah,
yes.
Wow.
So he was from a different state, but you're right. He was 17 years old when he did this. Went out there, and his excuse for it was to protect businesses in the community from rioters or the protesters that were protesting.
In the community you don't even live in, but that's
neither. But in the community he don't even.
It's like me going to Lano doing some dumb shit.
Coming up
For real. Yeah, just showing up to do something stupid.
Dumb shit.
And then no, hell fucking no.
In all of this, he ends up taking 2 people's lives and injuring another one that was in the hospital for a while, fighting for their own.
Right.
And we've been watching pieces of the prosecution and stuff, and it seems like they're really going and may even have a strong case for self-defense on his behalf. The nigga who's not from this state, who's not from this community, who came with a fucking semi-automatic rifle that he wanted to get before any of this, to come protect property that has no ties to him in a community that he does not belong.
I mean, in a community he does not spend money
at all.
He's the victim
to this county at all
of aggression to claim self-defense, and it seems like he may get off with it. So, and I've dropped clips. Y'all seen how the judge and shit was going. What y'all think about this?
More?
Like Brian said, man, if it was a brother doing this nonsense, that when he was you guess.
Bro wouldn't have made it from the riots, man.
Oh yeah,
he wouldn't have made it.
He wouldn't have got this far.
No, because remember when he did it, he walked towards the police with his motherfucking gun still. It wasn't on his back; it was in his arms, and they gave him water.
Yeah, they talked to him. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey, you should get out of here.
It's not safe right now, and that's the big thing right there. What Brian's pointing out.
I know.
Everybody probably seen the viral clip of him testifying. And
LeBron's like, man, what fake?
Doing all that kind of stuff. And I look behind me. There was 2 people. Like this nigga here is putting on. And I think you've heard the stories and the people not showing enough remorse in the courtroom. That's all he was trying to do right there, trying to look like he had time to
make it look good, but it wouldn't. You look worse, bro.
Yeah, your motivation from going there doesn't match. If these were real tears, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say they're real tears. Your reasoning for going there doesn't match this kind of guilt that you're feeling. Like you thought these people were doing wrong. You thought you were in the right morally, and that you came there and you did what was supposed to happen to protect the community, right? You wouldn't have been up here like, oh my God, I was so traumatic and blah blah blah.
Oh my God.
Come on, man. Like this, the whole show is for the birds.
It is for the birds. The judge has been being impartial. Not impartial. He's been being very partial towards him. Towards like you at moments,
he feels sorry for him.
Sympathetic towards him, making excuses for
his actions
and his train of thought before really focusing on the real facts behind the trial, which was
the
nigga was not
actions.
supposed to be there, and now 2 people are dead.
Yeah,
all of that is being ignored and kept out of the case. A lot of shit that backs that up is being kept out of the case, so they can focus on him saying I was being hit in the head and somebody hit me with a skateboard, so I feared for my life and I shot them in self-defense.
But what was telling to me was him saying, the judge that is, saying that he's not going to allow him to call people that were shot victims. That told me all I need to know about how this was going to go.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
The judge said that.
If two people that were killed aren't victims, I don't know who is.
Then this trial is for this nigga then.
Right.
He gonna get off by that judge saying some dumb shit like that.
I think he's going to get off. Because they're saying that he has video evidence because people who are recording things shows that people were beating him up. Yes, people were beating him up because you walked to a group of people protesting that mostly were unarmed with a loaded motherfucking rifle. Yes, nigga.
It's weird to me.
Did
y'all see the one of a dude that was on the freeway and he was pulling out? He got out with a bow and arrow.
No.
And he was shooting people
with a bow and arrow
on the highway.
Yes,
But then niggas mobbed on him and put hands on his man.
Yes,
and he went to jail.
Yes.
The dude with the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I
wonder what makes that one different than this one.
Right, because the bow and arrow, he was already doing that before they became attacked him. So they say, he started lighting up first. Then they came over to beat his ass.
I can
even give you that, Maury, but check this out.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, if you frame it more practically, how it probably went down, have this dude, lone white dude with this gun, walking towards a group of unarmed people with his gun in his motherfucking hands towards them. He doesn't look like he's there to protest with us. In fact, he's there to do the opposite. So you telling me that these people don't have a right to fear for their lives?
Yes, they do.
But you walking up ready to shoot motherfuckers over shit that you don't have no tie to.
Not your city, not your jurisdiction.
You're the victim.
County nothing.
I can't.
They can only see that tie. They can only see from the perspective of the 17-year-old.
And they're only trying to see from that.
They're only trying to see. I don't think they have the capabilities because they already don't think the protests were justified.
Right.
So if you're coming from that perspective, you don't even think that they had no reason to be there.
Right.
You don't see why it was wrong for a black man to be killed and knee on his neck for 846.
Like, what's the difference? What's the difference between a 16, 17-year-old boy walking up with an assault rifle and a 35-year-old man, grown black man, walking around with an assault rifle? Like, what's the difference?
Niggas are gonna get shot on sight.
We talking complexion?
Yeah. Well, let's just talk about it. Like, what would have happened? What would have been the reaction in the crowd? I think the reaction in the crowd was that was what you do. Like, if somebody showed up with a loaded fucking weapon, you probably want to try to disarm them or something like that. But like, it wouldn't even got to that point if it was a black dude. Like, he wouldn't
have been able to walk away from shooting people past the cops.
He couldn't have got the water. Couldn't have done none of that.
No, he'd be dead right now. He would have been executed on the spot. He would have been executed on the spot. We wouldn't have called it execution. He would have been caught or whatever the story would have been. He would have ended up dead in a showdown with the cops. But there would have been no trial. Right. We would not have known. We might have known this person's name, but we talking about a 17-year-old white boy here who is getting the fucking go onto TV and do this terrible job at acting. First of all, like one of the worst things you've ever seen. Like, I've seen people try to cry before.
Right.
Damn, brother.
And who coached you up on this strategy, brother?
Yeah, like, someone told the man, go in there and fake cry, man. You gonna get off. This
like,
not like that, man. Damn, what you doing?
Seriously,
God, damn it.
Like, if I was a judge, I would have gave him life for that fucking acting. Immediately, I'd been like, yo, ass
man,
is guilty.
Get my goddamn court, nigga.
Your ass is guilty,
man. Get your ass on.
I hope you get butt raped for life. Like, for real.
They got a certain amount of sympathy for their kind. Man, you remember Sherman brought it up when we was the other day when we was talking, but about the dude that raped that girl behind behind a dumpster, and he had such a bright future and all that stuff.
Was that the Bay Area? That happened in the Bay Area? No, that's somewhere else.
That wasn't Stanford.
Wait, was it Stanford?
I know nothing about this and will not participate.
Let me stop getting off the phone.
I heard something like that. I don't know if it's.
I want to say it was Stanford, which is Silicon Valley, right?
It could have been. I don't know, whatever. But
I think so. But no, you're right. You're absolutely right, Chris. We've seen them time and time again try kids as young as 14 as adults, and separate cases that are harder to even prove. But none of that is considered. The bright future is not considered. His age is not considered. They look at young black men and see animals, see grown for their age or more violent.
This is what they do.
Motherfuckers who are actually out here doing violent shit.
Yeah.
The judge sympathized with him as a kid, but if he was any shade of brown, not even just black,
you won't even see him as a kid. You don't see him.
He
would
have been tried as a motherfucking adult again, who had an illegal firearm. You're not even old enough to buy a firearm legally, let alone an illegal one. So. How we get past that? I'm sorry. How we get past that?
That hasn't even been mentioned.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. That's a good point.
I have no idea how we even get past
That's like me coming from Vegas. Got this heavy artillery to come to Vegas on some dumb shit.
On some dumb shit.
Doing some stupid shit. No, Cali.
Right.
We be mourning you right now.
yeah.
Because you heard something was happening. I heard it was going down over there.
Easy.
People think that it's an open and closed case because of the self-defense claim, but to me, it's an open and closed case before for a different reason.
Is he getting tried as a minor?
Most likely, he's 17.
Oh yeah. He got to be getting tried as a minor. It's all about age, right? That's the technicality.
Some instances they might charge him as an adult though. But
yeah, that's true.
Then again, I don't.
They showing all the sympathy.
Like if he was black, he'd be tried as an adult for sure.
Right, but it's a lot of sympathy. That's why representation matters, man.
What shade is his skin?
You in there with a bunch of old white men, and you probably look at the judge list and see that most of them are white, pink, beige, whatever color you want to call them. And they in there lacking pigmentation.
What texture is his hair? Is it smooth or is it curly?
We need more black judges.
Look, put
that nigga in jail.
I am willing to put money on that mindset. I'm willing to put money on the fact that a lot of the shit that
you got a little tar on the brush, you ain't one of them.
In this case, a lot of shit that has not been allowed in this case, the judge said that he has allowed certain evidence like that before in
but
other
if your
cases.
name is Javante,
I guarantee you, those the niggas who he allowed that type of shit in the case for. He was mad that the prosecutor tried to bring up this man's past, like his record. Like saying it had nothing to do with now. Why you bringing up the past and shit? But this is what y'all do to us all the time.
Context matters.
The victims, you will pull up the criminal history of a dead nigga and ignore the criminal history of the murderer.
Yeah, they'll ask me who my daddy was if I was like. They'll ask me like, nigga, I don't. That's my dad. What you want me to do?
I don't. It's hard to watch it. It's hard to watch it and it be just accepted.
Audio.
Oh no, it's fine. You good?
You just got that thing up.
It's hard to be accepted as the norm like this. We just have to accept this shit as it is. It's just how the system works. It's just, but we don't have no representation in there.
I mean,
nobody to look at us as 17-year-old kids.
Give us enough time, we'll be Russia.
Right.
Like, give me $1, I'll do whatever the fuck you want. Just give us enough time, we'll get there.
Where all these so-called gangsters at? You feel me? Like, what? Somebody need to go touch this nigga, man.
We might all have to go back to Africa.
He goes to prison.
I'll consider
How's Zimmerman still walking around? Like, how ain't all these so-called gangsters? Where y'all at, gangsters?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, gang?
Man, that nigga should not be living right now. He probably in witness protection, to be real with you. His name probably ain't even Zimmerman no more.
Y'all pressed a nigga for $20, though.
Miserman.
I bet you Kyle Rittenhouse gets off.
His ass better go. Yeah, you better go to witness protection because his ass gone too.
I mean, neighbors was 6'9".
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Social justice is a real thing.
It's gonna have to be because the
real social justice warriors.
These
niggas like, I'm gonna take care of you today.
If keeps failing, then eventually
somebody gonna come get you.
Social justice. It's gonna have to be street justice.
Street justice. That's what it comes to a lot of times.
Because there's no way you will not.
That's why we got witness protection.
Niggas don't do that shit with in these matters.
No.
When we need it, when we need to win. Not to say we need somebody to die, but that's
we're not there. This is not a call to action.
That's kind of where we're at in this conversation.
Please don't think we're.
But I think consequences. Consequences need to occur from shit like that, right?
Right. When you could, like I said, when you could press a dude for $20, and people like this that done did some real wrong to the community is walking around. We got a real flawed way of thinking.
Yeah,
and it's kind of reflective of our own justice system.
You can pop one dude for sleeping with your girl, but you listen to a white dude. No.
Zimmerman going on tour, signing Skittle bags and shit. Like, dude, wildin'. Dude is wildin'.
That is crazy.
Anyway,
but probably because here we go. Probably because the niggas know that they will receive harsher consequences for retaliating in that aspect than this nigga.
Oh, we all know that
in the first place.
Yeah.
And most of us are scared to go up against
and that's the bottom line.
Most of us
and that's the bottom line.
Against the system.
And the fear is there. We know we'll be slaves again when they go back.
Oh no, it's real and it's understandable. I understand it all.
Niggas ain't trying to be slaves for nobody.
It's built to slap you down though.
Right.
But it stops us from doing exactly what we're talking about, though, because niggas ain't. We know we don't stand a chance. We're not gonna get up there and the judge be like, "This
nope,"
because he's
no sympathy.
He needs to get himself together. No. Hell, the black judge gave the white bitch a hug after
and a Bible.
She probably ain't never hugged a black fucking defendant.
And threw that Bible in the trash on the way out the courthouse.
There's no footage of her.
Don't need that no more. That's what I do. Like I got his ass.
Gotcha.
For real. She got off.
I'll be out in 2.5 years. Thank you,
man.
What you want in the comments there?
For real, man.
I just want I want a couple things. I want y'all to know, man. Do this nigga deserve to be locked the hell up, or do you believe in his self-defense claim? And two, how the hell? I just want somebody to help me understand. How do we get past him having this legal gun and being in a different state?
Right.
Period. Before we get to
that's number one right there. How he get this
somebody
in the
that
first
knows
place?
something about the law, explain to me how. How do we get there?
Put it in the comments.
Put it
in the comments.
We can get up out of there.
There should be a lot of giggity going on here.
Here we go. Next topic and final topic of the night. So, like I said, we was talking about topics earlier and what potential ones may be, and I brought up something I heard on Damn Internet You Scary podcast that I watched.
This was scary,
and it's about male contraceptive. It's interesting. We got episode 69 and all that stuff like that.
Damn, this was scary.
We got four males up here in particular. So
very mature males at that.
This and they read the article. I didn't read the article recently, but more or less, there's this liquid that you stick your balls in.
No, it's not the liquid.
It was the liquid.
Calm out.
Oh, no, we can't, because I already lost you. You were like, okay, it's not the liquid that you stick your balls in. It's the process that your balls go through therein afterwards. The ultrasonic
you stick your balls
treatment.
So ain't no liquid involved
It's
at
an
all.
ultrasonic treatment.
Ain't no liquid involved at all.
I mean, maybe, I don't know.
I swear to God, it was sticking your balls.
Somebody said something.
Damn. Nigga, you a liar.
Damn.
You don't stick your balls in liquid and just wait. What were we supposed to just sit there?
Sherman remember.
You want me to read it?
Sherman, you remember what?
I still got the article.
Okay, go ahead.
For the shot then.
Fine. It's fine. Whatever. Another shot. That means I might have to do a double shot. Well, put one of these one down. There we go. Just in case.
Go ahead and frame it, Chris. Keep going.
Go ahead.
That was it.
Look, Chris, like that's all I got.
It's a testicular ultrasonic bath. And I'm finna.
Pause. What's that you were saying? A bath, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got your whole bath for this?
To use this baby blocking bidet, the bather simply adds water up to the indicated mark, which is set together with the doctor. After heating the water up to the requisite temperature, the man spreads his legs and sits down to place his testicles in the device.
So you gotta dip your balls, teabag style.
Or as IFL
and
science
some warm liquid.
you teabag your way to
Come on.
Okay, what does it do for you though? Is it supposed to be?
So you put your balls in this water for however many minutes.
No, I won't. No,
And sterilizes you.
hell no, I'm not.
So for 6 months, you can't have a baby.
I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna answer it accurately.
All right, comment. Anyway, go ahead.
It says this kickstarts COSO's prophylactic process, which works by employing ultrasound deep heat for several minutes to temporarily halt sperm mobility to the testicles, effectively preventing swimmers from fertilizing the female egg.
You're boiling the sperm away.
Yeah, you boiling.
You cooking your balls.
Post balls.
You cooking your kids.
You just posting them a little bit.
So I can fuck a bitch nut on her and
shoot the club up.
And then shoot the club up.
Don't you never tell me to put my nuts in something and boil my eggs, nigga. I will never do that shit.
For 6 months of fun?
You just put both of them in a hell fucking
boil my eggs.
I'm just saying, my huevos, you know. That's what I'm talking about.
Con queso, huh?
Nigga.
And you'll be shooting more blanks than Alec Baldwin gun.
Yeah, I guess, man. Well, if you be shooting anything, you be shooting like steaks.
Alec Baldwin out here doing this thing.
Scrambled eggs and shit, man. All your sperm will be cooked, nigga. Well, I don't know what that looks like. Hell no, man. That don't sound right.
How long you got to put your balls in the thing?
Several minutes.
Several minutes.
6 minutes of ball warmness.
6 minutes. I thought several was like 2 to 3.
No,
I would think like 5 to 6.
Fucking.
That's a couple minutes to me.
Also, a couple minutes, 2 or 3, several minutes over 5.
I would think, but
I don't think anybody understands the horrifying nature of letting your balls be placed in any device to be done anything to. Like, no man.
Warm water? You put it in the bath before, ain't you?
Yeah, but the bath ain't killing my kids.
A little warm water.
Yeah, after you got into the bath and said, let me spread my legs and put them in.
Not first, but when I get in that motherfucker, I open it. You like, gotta let the water get in there.
Bro, you gotta put your nuts in your ultrasonic device and you go put a vibrator on your balls in the bath.
Hey. I'll be more worried about testicular cancer.
That's
I'm sorry.
That's something.
I'm not doing that.
Damn near radiating my nuts.
Damn near radiating.
I'm not doing that.
And if you're doing something that stops my swimmers from swimming for up to 6 months,
sounds safe, but no thank you.
Yeah, if it was safe from cancer, none of y'all doing it?
I'm not doing that at all.
I just feel like
nobody.
I think psychologically I'll be fucked up. I'll be like, I just
just wear a condom. If
I just cook. Yeah.
You know a condom is different.
I'll be like, I just cook my testicles.
You know a condom is different.
I'm not cooking my balls.
Cooking your balls.
Yeah,
I'm not cooking my balls.
You ain't gotta wear a condom.
I'll go on now.
I'm saying.
Is that gonna be the new lingo? Did you cook? Did you cook tonight? Yeah, girl.
I'm a little over easy today. I only got it in 3 minutes, so we rolling the dice.
I'm not doing that.
Did you cook?
I'm wearing the condom, bro, for surely.
Come on.
I'll get an ultra skin.
I'd do it, bro. I'd do it.
Yeah, you can't plug up the volcano, but you can
If
put
cancer
a lid
was off
over
the
it.
table, I'd give it a go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how hot the water gotta be, or whatever the fuck it is?
That's too much.
I don't
for
think
me.
it's like gonna kill me. It ain't scalding hot.
just warm.
That's what I understood.
But you don't know what's
man.
stopping your kids from swimming.
I took the vaccine. You can go and cook your balls. Let us know how this went.
What's stopping your kids from swimming? Do you know what's actually stopping them from producing sperm?
The technology
Like,
you
is
behind
it
it?
backing that shit up? Is it just storing it somewhere else in your? What does that even fucking look like?
For me, what I understand, it's like preventing it from doing what it's supposed to do for a while. Like whatever organ is generating whatever you need to get healthy sperm is temporarily being blocked.
Oh god.
By ultrasonic water.
I'm getting sick to my stomach just listening to me talk about this shit. I don't know what that would do to
And
me.
according to the article, it takes 2 weeks afterwards before you
can
can
get busy.
shooting blanks.
Now that's a drawback. I gotta wait 2 weeks.
It's the
you
same
ain't gotta
thing with
wait
a
2 weeks,
vasectomy,
but
though.
in 2
Like,
weeks you can still get
can't-
bitches pregnant.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what
You
I
get a
mean.
vasectomy, you can't immediately go out and start fucking.
Yeah, I don't want no vasectomy. Nah, I'm cool off that.
I'm just saying though, like no,
That's
I don't
why-
want one either, right?
Yeah.
That's why you do, like the episode say, you stick to 69 and you ain't gotta worry about contraceptive.
All right, so let's get into the 69 now. Is this a practical sex position while we talking about it?
Alright, y'all. Shit, man. Been another episode of You Alive. You Alive. We talked about, Kyle Bullshitter. I ain't gonna say his full name because he don't deserve it.
Kyle
at all.
Rittenhouse.
Yeah, we talked about that dude and the trial going on right now. It's fake crying and shit. I was tears. That was. If he gets off, I don't know what to say. But whatever.
Yeah.
We talked about Astroworld. We talked about the Travis Scott festival.
Yeah.
Right there having in Houston, man. The 9 people that passed away. Rest in peace to them.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Like we got every week we got somebody that we talking about some rest in peace, man. Wow.
The last 2 weeks for sure.
We should come back and touch on the update on that lawsuit too, because I still want to know why Drake getting sued.
Yeah, I seen that.
He was a feature.
More will come out. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is not
Definitely before the end of the year, probably.
And we talk about the sperm killer, you know.
Yeah.
You know, shit, the male birth control, man. Put your balls in.
Give it a bath.
Give your balls a bath. A warm bath for several minutes.
Ultrasonic bath.
Several minutes, man. I
wish I would.
I wish I did.
6 months though, you know, you out here.
That's what they said. We gonna zap your nuts dry for 6 months.
I'd rather wear a condom. Give me a condom. I'm not doing that.
Bro, they got that barely skin condom. Bro.
Yeah, I got some.
Barely skin.
Yeah, the bare skins. Yeah,
Those are fine.
It worked too.
My nuts.
It worked. Yeah. You feeling it? Yeah, you
You're allergic to latex. You allergic to latex.
Oh, that's different.
You gotta get the lamb-skin.
Lambs.
Man, well, whatever you gotta do, man. Whatever you gotta do, man.
Before you stick it.
These niggas
got
is
too
crazy.
Before you munch it.
These niggas is wild. but it is episode 69, y'all. So that's why we.
It's right on brand.
That's why we on some bullshit ish. The last topic and
real immature with it.
Ray said tonight.
We're very mature now.
Yeah, we are IMX up here. Stop it.
Yeah. Kids don't watch it.
It got bad. Yeah, Chris didn't even wake up till we started talking about fucking. We talking about fucking now, no dick pussy.
That time. But on the real note, man, we appreciate everyone been liking, downloading, subscribing, man, watching our videos, listening to the audio,
yes, thank
man.
you. Thank you.
Ordering from the 805ent.com, man. Get our merch on there for sure. We're gonna have some holiday merch coming.
Yeah. We working on it. We working on it, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get the holiday Christmas season going with the merch, man. Definitely look out for that on the website for sure.
805ent.com.
Yeah, man. Buzzsprout, YouTube, IG, Facebook. iTunes.
805ent.com, all audio platforms over there. YouTube.com/C/.
Give us that review on the iTunes too. That goes a long way. I gotta say that in a minute, but give us that review.
Yeah, for everybody who's giving us a review on
review it.
iTunes. Yeah, we got 100% 5 stars right now. So keep it going.
Be in the game. Yeah, sport.
Tell us how you feel. That's what we're saying.
How you really feel. Yeah.
And remember again to like and subscribe and share these videos, these conversations, man. All we doing is having conversations. Join the conversation with us.
Yeah, and the people who listen on audio, you're more than welcome to have your input on Discord, man. We drop a link for you all the time, man. You guys you don't even got to interact with us that much. If you want to drop an article, we'll be like,
just be like, hey, did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Did y'all see this?
Right.
If you're listening and y'all want to input, it is available in the description below.
You don't got to converse with us, but if you want to drop a video, we want to see it.
We're here for the engagement.
Yeah, we are.
Sir.
For sure.
But you can catch me on Snap, Josh_Will15, my IG, J_Will R6. That's where you can find me at, man. Sean, where you can find you at, bro?
On my social media at Sir D's, because I'm your favorite pothead. Yeah, I'm on, what am I on? Oh, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat,
Space Hey.
Space Hey. Hey, Space. But yeah, you can find me on all of that stuff, man. I'm on there acting a fool, responding, dropping memes. I'm a meme magnet, nigga. I find them, I drop them, I make them, I drop them. So, follow your boy.
Shit, Chris, where we can find you at, bro?
You can find me in St. Louis rolling on that. You a lie.
You ain't rolling on St. Louis. That's a shot.
Instagram, that's C-Boy Designs. All your graphic needs, web designs,
you crack them off too.
All that. Yes. Logos, the whole get down. Hit me up. DM me. We can talk about whatever we need to. That's C-Boy Designs Instagram.
All right, man. Brian, we can find you at, bro.
Troll me. I'd be Dana24.
You can find me.
No, you can troll me.
You can troll
me at BDana24.
That's a good one.
But you can troll me right there. If I might pay attention. I might not. No, I will. But if you don't, I've been streaming on Mind of Cal. That's what I use most of the time. Yergamanama Slama for anybody who's been watching and knows that one for Twitch, whatever. You didn't drop those. Sorry, that was a bad drop. But you'll fix it. And then wait, one more thing. Oh well, I am on Instagram, but I'm just on no. I'm on Instagram, but I am the ULI podcast right now on Instagram. So I see all that shit. I see everything that's dropped on Instagram. I'm definitely plugged in on that. So if you want to contact me or the rest of these guys, you can do the Instagram thing, which I really don't know what the handle is. Actually, it's a U_lie_podcast, right? On Instagram. So yeah, I don't know. We'll pay. It'll be there. The graphics will be there. And slight work on Snapchat.
Since I said slight work.
Yeah, it's right there. So yeah, that's me. Sorry, I got a bunch of handles now. I went from one to many. Man. Sorry. I'm trying, guys. Making an effort here.
Shit, y'all been another episode of You a Lie. You a Lie. Catch y'all next week and we out.
Now look at Maury, man. Wrapping this shit up real quick.